Hello to all you Taurus people out there. This is your monthly horoscope for April 2019. And for those of you who have a birthday at the end of the month, happy birthday. It's your birthday. Enjoy it. And of course, I want to remind you of the fact that these are general horoscopes. These are monthly horoscopes. So this is not tailor-made at all. This is just to give you a bit of a flavor there. And maybe for those of you who study astrology, you can pick up something that you're learning. But of course, if you want a personal reading, just get in touch if you really seriously want a personal reading. But what about Taurus in general? What's happening? Well, April. April is a month that is a bit a continuation of March. So a lot of the energies that started in March are still going on in April. But there's still, and in March there was going on a lot of fogginess and a lot of Neptunian energy. And that continues. Although Mercury now is direct, and I mentioned last month that for you that was in your 11th house of friends, of objectives for the future, your thoughts about the future. So you probably have been doing that when the Mercury went retrograde. And Mercury went direct at the very end of March, and that will have given you some insights when it comes to maybe one close friend or several friends, or maybe one objectives or several objectives. So that is that. It's getting a bit more clear there. When there are things that you're saying, yeah, I want to do that in the future, because the 11th house is a very future-oriented house. And it was good for you to assess that particular part of your life. And now, of course, you're getting to the moment where you know a bit more what you want, you know a bit more about your goals, but now what? The thing is actually that although the planets are going to come into your sign, and especially at the last part of the month when the sun will be in your sign, still, there is a lot of fogginess. Less than last month, but with fogginess, I mean Neptunian energy. And that's not a bad energy or a good energy, it is what it is. So I still want you to be, especially when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your self-worth, I want you to be quite careful and rational, which won't be a difficult thing, because mostly Taurus people are quite down to earth. Well, they are down to earth people. I mean, when you have the sun or a rising sign or your moon in Taurus, it keeps your feet on the ground, which is fantastic if you live on planet Earth. But this Neptunian energy is giving you lots of possibilities, different possibilities, and that's exactly what it wants to do. But sometimes that makes people insecure. So when you want to make changes, because Mars is in your 2nd house for the whole month in Gemini, when you want to make changes about your finances, when you want to make changes about earning more money, for instance, or a different source of money, or if you want to make a change when it comes to your talents, or if you want to make a change when it comes to your body, what you eat, or if you want to make a change that has to do with your self-worth, if you're just having enough of the fact that you're too much putting your worth because of the word of other people, what they think of you, this is the month to do it. But this is a month to do it without thinking of the results of it, because that's the Neptune that makes it a bit more foggy in your 11th house there. So it could still mean that some friends are a bit confusing you, some objectives are still not 100% clear. But the thing is that now is a good moment to work on your strategy when it comes to self-improvement. And that could be, for some of you, that's going to be financial. And for others, it's going to be quite basic psychologically about what your worth is. It's all about, you know, Taurus, when you're born with a certain amount of Taurus energy, you're here to own your worth and to own that energy. And not that you are dependent, or that you are not dependent from what other people think of you. And this is a key month for the Taurus people during the month of April. Why? Because Mars is not only in your second house. At the very end of the month, there's also going to be a connection with your 8th house, with Jupiter there. And that's the 8th house is a word of other people that you're getting. So that's going to be that needs to be brought into balance again if it was out of balance. So think about that. Think about what you think is worthful of yourself and the values. You know, Taurians, they are all about quality. They don't want, most Taurians, they don't want clothes, for instance, that just cost you 2 or 3 euros and you wash them and you know, they're gone. Where are the clothes? They want quality. They want to give a bit more money for it so that they know it's maybe good for the environment, or, you know, at least they have some quality on their body, because they appreciate themselves and they appreciate it, and they are willing to even save a little bit of money and to wait a little bit longer before they buy something because it's precious. So see it as a month that is really all about you, that is really all about what am I worth, and give you that deserving that you're not dependent of the word of other people. And if you're doing that, see it, because this is the beginning of codependency, of course, when you are really only happy when other people are happy about you. So that is not what a healthy a healthy attachment styles come from. So this is a big theme for the Taurians, and I think you're gonna like it because of that this month. The only thing that I want you to be careful of, and that is a bit of a pitfall this month, is again friends and objectives for the future. So be aware that what is happening still around friends that is confusing, or that is objectives that you're not really knowing what's going on, give it a bit more time. Because Mars is going to connect with Neptune now, and Venus is going to connect with Neptune, especially around the 10th of the month. There could be some misunderstandings going on when it comes to friends, certainly female friends. So if you are a man, or if you are female, it's a female friend that you're having. Venus-Neptune conjunction there in your 11th house can be very romantic. It can be very, woo, she's like a soulmate instead of a friend. Be careful that you don't see what you want to see. And be also careful that, let's say you're already in a relationship, that someone is just pulling the how do they say that, the wool over your eyes, or just are they not showing more than they are, that kind of thing. But if you are aware of that, you can just enjoy the romantic atmosphere that's going on around the 10th of the month. It's like the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th of April. And if you're just enjoying the energy but not acting upon it, that's the best thing. If you're single and you're really thinking about starting something more with a friend, wait it a little bit out, let's say, until it's a bit the first, the second week of May, when this energy of not being sure is gone. Okay, so work on you, work on your self-esteem, work on what you're all about, and you'll get the most out of this month. Another thing that is going on is that Jupiter going retrograde in your 8th house. So that could mean that things come back to you that once belonged to you. So maybe you're getting a gift that was owned to you, or from a long time ago, or you're getting some money from a friend that he or she maybe lent from you ages ago. You could get a surprise, not a surprise, but a gift. You could get a gift that you didn't expect there with the retrograde. It could be money, it could be, well, yeah, a gift, a beautiful present that has a deep emotional impact on you. So that's something to enjoy. For the rest, things are really not that, it's not a bad month for you. It's not the super most important month for you of the year. But work on, you know, if you want to earn more money, if you want to earn more self-confidence, it's the month for you. So so definitely a month that relates to you as a Taurus person. Having said that, thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best and see you soon. Bye bye.